Murder Drones Episode 8 is out now, and I was extremely disappointed, as it genuinely couldn't have done a worse job at serving as a finale to the show. However, it wasn't all bad. There's one scene in particular that stood out to me. One scene that uses less than 50 words, yet it turns V from an incomplete character with missed potential and made her into one of, if not the best written character in the entire show. I'm of course talking about the hallway scene. This was one of the biggest reveals of the whole series, and it also has references to small pieces of dialogue from the previous episodes that really maximized the impact this had on her character arc. If you want to support the channel, then click the subscribe button, but if you don't feel like it, that's perfectly fine, just enjoy the video. Throughout the show, V has always been a total jerk to N. She denies knowing who he is once.
Especially inhospitable tonight.
Oh God, who are you?
She says without remorse that she hates him.
I hate your personality normally, but this is somehow worse.
And she also decapitated him. Don't worry, he'll be fine. There's a few things that hints that she cares about him. Like, what is this line supposed to mean?
We can't hurt Uzi.
Do our jobs, and that thing leaves us alone.
I don't know what you're talking about because you won't tell me!
She also shows a lot of hate toward Uzi for unclear reasons. She has blatantly said on numerous occasions that she wants to kill her.
Better to stay distant though, don't you think? Since I'll have to kill you next.
Then there's this line in episode 4 that makes absolutely zero sense.
Please. New body, same horrors, huh, Sin?
I don't know who that is. Can I talk to N?
I'll make sure you can't.
In Home, the sort of flashback episode, we saw how Sin turned N, V, and J from maids and butlers into disassembly drones, then used them to destroy the planets. But they had all been brainwashed in the process. Could V still have her memories from before Earth had been destroyed? If so, how much did she remember? But why would V remember while all the others didn't? Especially since we saw in episode 6 that there are far more disassembly drones than just the trio we see in the show. And then, don't forget that scene in episode 6.
Uzi, I trust you.
V, please!
Her last words made zero sense. Why would she sacrifice her life for Uzi? She literally wants Uzi dead. V's character arc had not been finished. Killing a character off at a time like this is horrible writing. And now, she would remain an unfinished character for the whole show. And then, in episode 8, this happens. As it turns out, V managed to tame a sentinel and then get to the surface. Then, in her fight with Jay, she said this.
We were supposed to get away, Jay! You said we do our jobs on this planet, and it leaves us alone!
A callback to episode 4 with what she said to N.
We do our jobs, and that thing leaves us alone!
After all of that was the hallway scene. Other than N making the stupidest decision a character has made in the whole show, this scene is so good. Yeah, it has some really intense horror and everything, but even better than that is this.
N? N? You're okay? I wasn't. Tessa is Sin. She's here, and I don't know how much you remember, but Jay tricked us. Or it tricked Jay too! And I'm so sorry. I should have been honest, but I was just so scared for us.
V knew the whole time. She never lost her memories. She remembers everything. The Golem Massacre, Earth's destruction, even Tessa's death. Sin had told V that if she did her job, then she would leave V and N alone. V was doing her best to hold up her side of the deal, because she cared about N more than anything. That's why she wanted Uzi dead. With Uzi getting possessed by Sin, she knew this was because Sin was unhappy with V and was starting to target her. V was willing to do anything to protect N, even if it meant separating herself from him, because she didn't want him knowing the truth, as that would just put him in even more danger. I'm not going to comment on anything here. For a minute, I'll just let the scene speak for itself.
I've been honest, but I was just so scared for us. For you.
V, stop!
Do your job and I leave you and N alone. Right, V?
Can still.
Bad job, V.
Everything that V has been trying to stop from happening is now happening. Sin reminds her about the deal they made. V is terrified, and as she begins to protest, Sin interrupts her and then says that V ultimately did a bad job. Wow. This scene was quite the game changer. Because of this scene, V is now probably my favorite character, tied with Uzi. All those strange hints through dialogue in the series, and then this scene. Just 46 words changed everything. It's quite amazing if you ask me.